Oh, play, would you? Yeah.
I wanted to show them something that wasn't an illusion. Something that was real. Something that they could see and touch. Creation is an act of sheer will.
Glad to see that.
Life will find a way.
We can't keep her here forever.
They find her, we're never gonna see her again. We gotta protect her. That's our job.
Just so cute.
Humans and dinosaurs can't coexist. We created an ecological disaster.
Ellie Sattler.
Alan Grant.
You didn't come out all this way just to catch up now, did you?
You coming or what?
We're racing toward the extinction of our species. We not only lack dominion over nature, we're subordinate to it.
Come back.
I always come back.
That's the Quetzalcoatlus.
That's not a plane, right?
Not exactly.
Don't move. Bigger. Why do they always have to go bigger?
So that was the trailer. Let's rewatch it and let's break it down.
I wanted to show them something.
So here is Owen Grady and a few other people on horses rounding up a herd of Parasaurolophus. I think they're herding them to somewhere like a paddock or somewhere to keep them safe. And you can hear Hammond voicing over, like in a ghostly way somehow, like probably because Hammond's dead.
Something that wasn't an illusion. Something that was.
So here is one of the teaser images for Jurassic World Dominion. Like one of the one of the themes in Siberia. So here is Owen like wrangling some Parasaurolophus. I think taking them to the facility.
Real. Something that they could see and touch.
So here's the Apatosaurus. There's Maisie there, Maisie Lockwood. And I have no idea why that person is filming this Apatosaurus, but I think this is like some sort of construction site or a logging area or something like that. Because like why would you have piles of wood there if it's not a logging area? And I think like this is like Jurassic World Evolution 2, like use this as a bit of a reference, I guess, because like like when you're building a park, sometimes it comes up urgent message. Red dinosaurs have been spotted nesting on the construction area. Do you want to pause construction or sell them to the black market? And I think that's what's happening here as well. But I just have no idea why that person would be filming it. Oh, and they've also made this like Apatosaurus way bigger, like because the Apatosaurus we saw Claire Deering holding that was dying in Jurassic World, like the original one, I think. Maybe it was the size of, like, the head itself was probably only the size of maybe Maisie's torso, but now it is so much bigger. I think like there's another company like say Biosyn or Mantracorp or something like that that's making enlarged specimens or assets. So yeah, there's just bigger ones.
Creation.
So here is Beta, Blue's baby. Like there's Beta toys out right now, I think at Target or something. And so Blue, I think, has cloned herself, like because due to various references, like Blue has Komodo dragon DNA, and if you didn't know, like a quick fact is like I will give you a quick fact. Like female Komodo dragons can like lay fertile eggs, and they can actually hatch without like the presence of a male. So I think so what makes Blue special is that she has Komodo dragon DNA, and I think she's reproduced asexually. Like in Camp Cretaceous, the Scorpius Rex or E750, like E750 made her own E750. So yeah, I think that's what's happened here with Blue and Beta as well.
Is an act of sheer will. Life.
And this little theme right here, I think cause in Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, when like the DPG, like Dinosaur Protection Group, like Claire Deering, Owen Grady, them, when they returned to Isla Nublar, and they found Blue, Blue was with a bunch of raptors, even though I believe she was the last velociraptor, like, on the island. And so, like, I remember this theme, like, there were raptors on the wood and stuff like that, like, slightly smaller raptors when they found Blue. And I think, like, that's just a little teaser to Dominion, because, like, Blue made Beta. I think Blue's actually made betas before, like multiple betas. So I think Blue's actually had babies before, because like of Dominion, Fallen Kingdom. Sorry. So yeah, I think like Blue has already had offspring. Is what I'm trying to say here.
We'll find a way.
We can't keep her here forever.
So it looks like Blue is being super protective with in front of Beta. So I think like it's normal for like animals with high maternal instincts to be super protective, like aggressive, when they have like offspring around. And I think that's what's happened here with Blue and Owen and Maisie, like because Blue seems very, very like unsettled, shall I say.
They find her, we're never gonna see her again. We gotta protect her, that's our job.
And I think like this is like a reference to like Beta being stolen by someone, like cause Beta came running from like the group, like Owen and Maisie and Claire and them, and doing cute things with Blue. So I think Beta's been stolen.
Humans and dinosaurs can't coexist.
And here is the Mosasaurus. And so the Mosasaurus looks like it's like somewhere in like maybe a frosty sea, like because obviously it escaped in Fallen Kingdom. And yeah, so the Mosasaurus is now in the oceans. Maybe the Mosasaurus will somehow find a way to like asexually reproduce like Blue or something like that. So this might not be the only Mosasaurus here. Oh, I thought the eye was like amber. They made it like turquoise now. Never mind.
We created an ecological disaster.
So, oh my goodness, technical difficulties.
We created an ecological disaster.
So here is Rexy at a theater. I think it's the drive-in theaters. And so obviously Rexy rocked up, or maybe what looks to be Rexy anyway. Though she's lost her scars. So it might not be Rexy. So a T-Rex has shown up to this theater and has terrorized the guests. So just then was like,
Ellie Sattler.
Alan Grant.
You didn't come out all this way just to catch up now, did you?
so I think this is where all the old characters from like Jurassic Park, like Alan Grant, Ellie Sattler, and Dr. Ian Malcolm like meet up, and that's where they are introduced into the storyline of Jurassic World Dominion, I think.
You coming or what?
Oh, and that place looked familiar, where Ellie Sattler was standing. I think that was where they found like the first velociraptors, like when they were on expeditions, like in the Jurassic Park when they were out on an expedition, like when they were unearthing a raptor fossil, it looked pretty much like that desert with a few little shrubs. Oh, and this is also not true. Like, well, it is true and it's not true in America. It is true, but here in Australia, yes, I live in Australia. This is not true. It's coming out in winter, so. But it's understandable. And this shows like what Jurassic World Dominion really is. Like it is just animals out in the wild, because like there's this herd of Parasaurolophus with this as well as this herd of horses or brumbies or mustangs, shall I call them, on this plateau. Like this is like Siberia, I believe, but it reminds me of the Tibetan plateau in many ways. And here is the Therizinosaurus. A lot of people, I'm just glad to see it's feathered. It doesn't necessarily look like it's covered in feathers, but at least it's not bald. Like some people like say Best in Slot, or those other people, those major big YouTubers have thought it would be like. So it looks more furry than feathery. Like it reminds me of a Sinosauropteryx in many ways, but at least it's not bald is what I'm trying to say. So we're gonna have a feathered Therizinosaurus.
We're racing toward the extinction of our species.
So it looked like Claire wasn't alone. And this showcases it like so well. It's like a double-sided world with like humans and dinosaurs.
We not only lack dominion over...
And here is like DNA simulation edit sequence. So like I'm assuming like Dr. Henry Wu. So Dr. Henry Wu is using this computer. So I think like he's developing some dinosaurs, or maybe it's a Biosyn, or maybe it's someone from Biosyn or Manticorp. Maybe I don't know if Manticorp will be included, so don't quote me on this. But Yeah.
Over nature?
Oh, and that was Dr. Henry Wu.
We not only lack dominion over nature.
So here is Dr. Henry Wu. Like, he looks very different in many ways. Like, the Dr. Henry Wu we know from like Jurassic World and Jurassic Park, even. Like, okay, 1, didn't look so grumpy, like no wrinkles and stuff like that. 2, had shorter hair. Didn't have this like long hair. And you know, he's not wearing his signature Dr. Henry Wu like suit, like because usually whenever you saw him, he would be in this lab coat and a black turtleneck. However, here he is not, so that's very peculiar. And like, he looks very stressed as well. You can see these little grey patches. So yeah, he never had grey hair in Jurassic World and Jurassic Park, but now I don't know, he's probably stressed out or something. So here's the Atrociraptor in Malta.
We're subordinate to it.
And so here is the facility. I believe like they were rounding the dinosaurs to, like maybe the Parasaurolophus would be transported here. Maybe that's an area for to lure the Mosasaurus up, or maybe Mosasauruses, because like, you know, now that we've seen there's beta, maybe, you know, there's like baby Mosa or something like that. Or maybe they like creating ichthyosaurs, or like finally adding the plesiosaurus, or is it Elasmosaurus to the franchise? Like, because the plesiosaurus or Elasmosaurus, one of those, was meant to be in Jurassic World. However, that got cut out, so maybe they're finally like going ahead with it. I don't know, to be honest. That just looks like an aquatic section. Maybe that's where you view it, because I can't see water there. So here's the Pyroraptor in Siberia. Here is Owen and I keep forgetting that lady's name. So anyway, it's trying to attack them. I am glad that they've made it feathered. Like, you can see the feathers. It looks like a giant chicken in many ways. Yeah, I just love it. Like, look at all those details. Like, you can even see the little rays coming out of the big rays. So yeah, it is nicely feathered. But I am surprised that the Morosi Intrepidus is not in the trailer, even though it was in the like teaser or whatever that was, preview or something like that. Yeah, so they haven't added the Morosi Intrepidus for some reason. I don't know. Well, at least in a trailer. I don't know what this is. This looks like maybe starlings, like coming out from a prairie. I don't know what's startling them, but you know, it's just a big cloud of starlings. That's being disturbed by something is what I'm trying to say.
Come back.
I always come back.
So here's Blue being chased by the Atrociraptors in Malta. I believe this is like maybe Biosyn or something like Manticore, like a rival business, like made their own raptor pack, like their own pack of 4. So now there's Ghost. I only remember Ghost. You know what? There's Ghost, something, and another one. So there are 4, just like in Jurassic World, like the Raptor pack. So maybe like they made an Atrociraptor to chase down like their form of like Blue's pack is what I'm trying to say. And maybe they made the maybe there's 3 companies. Like InGen made made Blue and her pack, and so I think like now Biosyn's made either a pack of Pyroraptors or a pack of Atrociraptors, and maybe they've incorporated maybe Manticore like because there will be references to Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous in Jurassic World Dominion. So maybe there's Manticore now, and they might like be making an like pack of raptors. Like I don't know what type of raptors, either the Atrociraptors or Pyroraptors. So here's the Allosaurus. I believe like this is there's like various references to Battle at Big Rock, like you know the short story, like the Jurassic World's short movie, like one and only short movie, Jurassic World Battle at Big Rock, and yeah, I think there's references.
That's another plane, right?
So this is where the
Not
Quetzalcoatlus attacks. So I think Jurassic World it is confirmed. I think in Jurassic World Evolution 2 now, because like what I've realized is that if you go into the aviary hatcheries, there are three types. There are three types of pterosaurs: small, medium, and large. However, there are like in the filters, there are only small pterosaurs and medium pterosaurs. But if you click on the large pterosaurs, that filter doesn't come up with anything. So I believe like there will be like something like a Dominion DLC, and they will add the Quetzalcoatlus. And so this is another reference to Battle of Big Rock. So here you can see the Nasutoceratops, and you can even see the baby that was shown in Battle at Big Rock, I think. So yeah, there are a few references to Battle of Big Rock. So maybe this is even the place. Like maybe this is Big Rock. So if you see here, sorry. So there must be a company that's making things larger. Like you know, the Apatosaurus was larger than it was in Jurassic World. The Dilophosaurus is larger than in Gens 1 from Jurassic Park. Like the ones that killed Nedry were like maybe knee height, or maybe waist height at most. Like you know, 50 centimeters high or 1 meter high or something. This is staring straight at Claire, so it is taller than Claire. So it is a giant Dilophosaurus. Like the frill patterning is the same. It's just that it's been enlarged.
Don't move. Bigger.
So here is the Giganotosaurus, and like maybe you know, Rexy will come and save the day as she has in Jurassic World. And stuff like that. So maybe Rexy and Blue and Beta and the other raptors might come and defeat this Giganotosaurus, or you know, someone might get killed here or something like that. But yeah, something's clear. Some companies being clearly trying to make like relatives of like the original animals, like just bigger cousins.
Why do they always have to go bigger?
So this, so it's coming at June 10. It looks like it's only going to be in theaters, unfortunately. So I just have to hope that you know this whole COVID wave is over, because I am not going to theaters. Like I will not be going to theaters if there's like virus everywhere. Like as much as I want to see Jurassic World Dominion, at the same time I don't, because like you know, I might catch the virus, and it might not harm me per se, like, cause I'm not super elderly, but it might hurt, like, harm, like, the other elderly people I live with. So, like, yeah, I'm not going to see it if, like, there's a COVID wave. So let's just hope COVID's gone, or at least there's no large cases then. So thank you so much for watching these videos. Please continue to like and subscribe. Comment down below for like, say, things like editing software and that sort of stuff. Maybe, you know, feedback so I can improve my channel content for you guys so you can enjoy my videos even more. But until next time, please stay safe, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.